I have to start this story with a warning. What I'm about to tell you might sound like something from a movie, but every word is real. She believed I'd never uncover her affair with her boss. She thought I was blind, distracted, too trusting. She thought her lie would last forever. But when the truth finally hit me, I found them red-handed. That moment burned itself into my memory, permanent and sharp. It all began in the smallest details, things most people would overlook. For years, my wife and I had what I thought was a happy marriage. Routines, traditions, inside jokes that belonged only to us. Every morning she kissed me goodbye, coffee in one hand, car keys in the other. Every evening she returned home exhausted, talking about impossible deadlines, demanding clients, and the relentless pressure her boss piled on her. I always believed her. She'd always been ambitious, chasing every promotion, every opportunity. But then, little by little, things began to shift. Her work attire became sharper, bolder, different from anything I had seen before. At first, I told myself she just wanted to feel confident, professional. Then came the late nights. She claimed meetings ran until 10 or 11. That's when doubt began to settle in. The first time I asked her, I remember she laughed it off, calling me paranoid. "You know how corporate life is," she said, rolling her eyes. "Endless emails, endless crises. My boss expects me to always be on." I wanted to believe her. I told myself I was insecure, overthinking. But the weekends told a different story. Saturdays became team-building events or work brunches. She came home smelling a perfume that wasn't hers, hair slightly tousled, excuses a little too polished. I started watching her more closely. Whenever her phone lit up, she grabbed it before I could see. She locked it with a password she never shared. At night, she carried it into the bathroom, and sometimes faint notifications slipped through the door. I felt like a stranger in my own home. She was there, but already living in a world I couldn't reach. Then one night, the cracks in her story widened. She told me she'd be working late again. Something in her tone didn't sit right. Too casual, too quick. Instead of staying home, I drove by her office after work. Her car wasn't there. The building was dark. My heart raced as I sat in the shadows, realizing she wasn't where she said she'd be. The next morning, I confronted her gently, curious, not accusing. "Hey, I drove by your office last night to bring you dinner. Your car wasn't there. Where were you?" She froze for a fraction of a second, then smiled. "Oh, we went out for a late dinner with the team. Networking stuff." She delivered the lies so effortlessly that I almost doubted my own eyes. Almost. From that moment, I knew I had to uncover the truth myself. I tracked her schedule, noted every departure, every excuse. And finally, one evening, the perfect storm arrived. She said she'd be at another late meeting. But I had already studied her boss's habits. I knew they frequented a particular upscale downtown restaurant. I drove there quietly, chest tight, nerves on edge. I parked a block away and watched. And there they were, through the window, sitting together at a corner table. Not just boss and employee, but something far more. His hand lingered on hers. Her laughter softer, more intimate than anything she shared with me. Watching it, my world seemed to collapse in slow motion. I didn't go inside. Not that night. I needed more than a glimpse. I needed undeniable proof. I followed them carefully, unseen, and what I saw next erased every trace of doubt. They left together, got into his car, and drove not back to the office, but to a hotel. My stomach churned, my hands shook, but I forced myself to watch them enter arm in arm, like lovers who had done this countless times before. I didn't sleep that night. I didn't cry. I just sat in silence, letting the truth echo. She thought I'd never find out. She thought she was untouchable. But she underestimated how far betrayal can push a man. The next day, I confronted her, not with screams, not with blind accusations, but the evidence laid bare. The dinner, the hotel, the late nights, the lies. Her face went pale. At first, she denied it. Then she broke down, sobbing, begging me to understand. "It just happened," she said. "I didn't mean for it to go this far." The moment those words left her lips, I knew our marriage was over. Affairs don't just happen. Lies don't just happen. You don't accidentally betray someone who trusted you with everything. That night, I packed my things. I didn't slam doors or shout. I didn't give her the dramatic ending she probably expected. I walked away with the quiet of someone who had finally seen the truth with his own eyes. And that's how it ended. She thought I'd never discover her affair. But when I caught them red-handed, I realized something crucial. Sometimes the truth doesn't set you free. It destroys you. But within that destruction, you find clarity. And once you see it, you can never unsee it.